Hello, pets, bitches, and losers. I actually got a mount for my phone, so hopefully it will stay up there. Anywho, how is everyone? I'm good. Hands a little sore, but I'm good. So, I see most of my videos that people like are kind of the Q&As. So I thought I would do some more. I've been kind of saving some messages I've gotten from people about Q&A, and there seems to be a couple that keep popping up, and so I wanted to address them. Let me see if I can remember. Like I said, I put all my notes on my phone, and then I record with my phone. So, okay. One, and I honestly think this was from a female dom or somebody, and I will say this again, and I've said it over and over and over. Just because I don't do something doesn't mean I shame other people for doing it. I don't care. It's just not my thing. And even if I've had people go, well, it's really not my thing, but if I'm getting paid for it, then that's fine. Whatever works for you. Plain and simple. So I'm not shaming anybody for doing things I won't do. So the things that I won't do. I think I've said I don't do race play. I don't like doing age play. I don't want to be your mommy. I won't do any belittling of somebody's religion and stuff like that. That like I said, don't get all twisted, ladies, men, whatever. I don't care what other people do. That's fine. It's my heart's not into it. And by what I mean by that, just because people do that does not mean their heart's into it. It does not make me feel comfortable. So I think in anything in this type of industry, in sex work, anything, BDSM, anything, don't do shit that makes you feel uncomfortable. And I mean kind of more uncomfortable at the deep of your soul, not uncomfortable shit. I have to go pick up dog shit, just, you know what I mean? So it's just not my thing. And I've gotten a couple subs that have approached me that are black, and they wanted to do race play, and I just moved them on to a different dom. And I don't criticize. People are like, oh God, why would anybody want to be called, this or that and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, they're dealing with some type of internal, that's what they need to hear. Just because you tell people things, you call them things in a session, doesn't mean that they honestly believe they're that person, or you believe they're that person. So some people just don't understand that. So I just don't do that. People stop trying to shame me into saying, well, because people don't do it your way, then it's wrong. No. All right. Here was a good one. What is the most irritating thing that you've had to deal with compared to when you were active during doing real life sessions? What's the most irritating thing that you deal with online? I've gone over this. When I was doing real life sessions, you would most likely speak to somebody over the phone, maybe email, but most likely you didn't get email until after you already had sessioned, and then you can book through email and so on and so forth. But first time it's always verbally talking to somebody. And so you would talk to this person, you'd figure out what their thing is, they would put a deposit down for the session, so on and so forth. And I'm talking about when you first call. I'm not going to sit there and talk to you for an hour about what type of session you want. We just kind of go through it. And everybody, I don't think once I ever had a real life sub disrespect me, blatantly disrespect me. In real life, and I mean over the phone, like not even like face to face, but like over the phone. I never had a real life sub just disrespect me the way that you get disrespected online, because it's the whole anonymity, being behind a computer screen, not having your real face, whatever, you know, people not knowing exactly who you are, when, you know, the majority of people in any type of online sex work, you see them, you know. But whatever. So that is very off-putting. I have really come to a conclusion that a lot of people aren't really into like a BDSM lifestyle, but they might have a kink that is kind of within that realm, but they don't want to like serve out the entire, like play the role or be the role or whatever, which is fine. So I had this guy go into my DMs last night or yesterday. Yeah, I was at work, and he was like, I am a married slave and I want to be sexually controlled by you. And even before he said that, he was like kneeling my queen. So, you know, I mean, his DM was not like super disrespectful, except for in my profile, I don't even talk about sessions for free. And I mean, obviously, if he's saying he wants me to control him sexually with, you know, him being married, holy shit balls. I've been like literally talking for 5 minutes. My fucking phone cut off. So anywho, what's my most frustrating thing on, yeah. So frustrating thing is when somebody comes into my DMs and just is completely disrespectful. And when you, or if they don't follow the rules, I'm like, listen, you need to like X, Y, and Z. Most likely I won't call, you know, I don't really start out calling people bitches and losers right off the bat unless that's really their thing. I just don't, because I'm like, whatever. But I will cuss in it, and I will fucking put you in your place. And if you don't like that, then you're hitting up the wrong person. Like, go by the rules. I swear to God, go by the rules. And then you won't, you know, get like, I don't know. So it makes me feel that the majority of these people that, you know, they might have like, ooh, I might like somebody to tell me that, and but they're not in the whole being dominated thing. But like, you know, when you figure out you fucked up, don't go all fucking crazy on us. I mean, I don't pay attention to it. I'm just like, whatever. But that is just, I've never in my entire BDSM life ever had like that type of just disrespect. Like, it's just weird. Whatever. Another thing, I hate when fucking other doms like start fucking, they get all thirsty, they're not making money, so they start attacking other doms because they don't like the way they do, you know, if they speak their mind about shit or whatever. Ugh. People, your lives would be so much easier if you realize right then and there you do not care for that person, and you just want to, like, you don't like their, just move the fuck on. Just like click next. I mean, why are you just sitting there trying to get somebody to like get you all pissed off? I just don't get it. I just, you know, I don't know. I think some people really fucking thrive off of like drama and that angst you feel, but it's like a high to them. They always want to be in conflict. I'm the complete opposite. I don't want to be in fucking conflict. I was in conflict all last year and it sucked ass. And I'll tell you, after you go through something like that, you're like, fucking don't sweat the small stuff. Another thing I hate, I have said this 50 million times, I feel like, but I'm going to say it again. I understand that this type of lifestyle is not for everyone. I understand there's a lot of things that are not for everyone. Hell, people live lifestyles that I'm not for, but that's their life. As I said, as long as you are not hurting someone else, as long as children and animals are not involved, you do you, boo. You do you. And I got some holy roller into my messages, telling me how I'm going to hell and shit like that. Whatever. I don't know if have I talked about my religious preferences on here? I don't fucking know. But anywho, and I'm just kind of like, every person that comes really, really hard at you, I feel like in sex work, are some of the most hypocritical motherfuckers I've ever met in my entire life. And I'll tell you why. So there was this couple that I used to ride with, and they are self-proclaimed like hardcore Christians. Okay. And they're on their second marriage, or no, I think third marriage. I think each one, this is their third marriage. Whatever. I don't judge. You can get married 50 times. I don't give two fucks. See, that's the difference between me and these people. I don't care what the fuck you do. Are you happy? Go do you, boo. So, they don't have kids. They both have pretty decent paying jobs. They're very, very, very keep up with the Joneses. Like, they have to have the certain type of house and the certain image and shit like that. That's fine. You do you, boo. But the freaking hypocrisy of these two, talking like, oh, we're such good Christians, and oh, like, Lord forbid, if you're Muslim, yeah, they hate you. Whatever. And they're just like sitting there. Their marriage was the biggest fucking sham. The way they spoke to each other in front of us, in front of the whole group, we just used to be like, fuck, if that's marriage, I never want it. And the funny thing is, the husband would talk to like one of the other guys in the group who I was good friends with, and she would like talk to us, and we would compare notes, and we were like, oh my God, these two are fucking miserable. Like, what the fuck? So he told the other guy that before they got married and said I do, she used to go down on him. She would give blowjobs all the time. No big deal. Great. The fucking moment they said I do, she never did it again. And then he would say something to her about it, and she'd get all pissed, and I'm like, bitch, you just like tried to sell a bill of goods that was like fake, I'm just like, so they never had sex. She didn't it was crazy. And then these are the people, then you wonder why people go to sex workers for stuff, because of this bullshit. And the hypocrisy of just like, they would try to act like they were such a perfect couple, and whatever. I just am like, some of the most kinkiest people I know are the most down-to-earth, honest, genuine people who do not judge others. I mean, fuck it. If they want to live that type of marriage, go for it. I don't give two fucks. But they don't go to everybody else and complain about how shitty your marriage is. But we're such a good Christian. And they were not getting divorced, obviously, because they were Christians, because this was their third fucking marriage. So they believe in divorce. They're just like, oh my God. So yeah, the hypocrisy. You're gonna like come into like my DMs and tell me that I'm such an awful person. Whatever. Whatever. I would love to see your life. I would love to see your life and just like sit there. It's like, whatever. We all do shit that somebody in this world is not going to care for. And that's okay. Like I said, just don't be hurting other people. And if it bothers you so much, move on. What you get a lot from very religious people is it's like, your morality is ruining the fabric of this world. Really? Okay. Okay. Let that just sit there. You would not even fucking know what my morality is if it wasn't out here on the World Wide Web for everybody to see. Otherwise, if you met me in person and didn't know shit, you would just think, oh, she's a little kind of crazy looking, like with the bright red hair and all the tattoos, but, oh, intelligent, nice, kind, caring, you know, you fucking have no idea. Ugh. It's kind of like that whole fucking like, well, I don't want gay people, you know, teaching my kids because they will influence them to be gay. Trust me. For all those years that you think people weren't gay teaching your kids, they were. So it's just such bullshit. Whatever. People, stay in your lane. Do you. Stop being so fucking judgmental, so on and so forth. So yeah, that's, I'd say that's just the thing. The hypocrisy of a lot of people just fucking blows my mind. What else? I know there was another really good, oh, I want to give props out to my sweet sub that is tomorrow officially over his consideration period, and he actually sent me some stuff off of my Amazon wish list. Oh, I actually wore the pants yesterday. They're amazing. So yeah, I appreciate that. That's what a good boy does. So those of you that get pissed off because you can't read directions, I don't know. So there was another question. It was really... Oh! I was going to talk about the difference between male doms and female doms. So, I find it really interesting that male doms don't get called out on the way they may speak to their subs. And why is that? Is that because they are male? Or what? I mean, it is, like, I just don't feel, anytime I talk to a male dom, they're not getting the shit that female doms do. And a lot of male doms, even if they're straight, they're dealing with a lot of men, like either gay men or just like straight men that, I don't know, have some, I don't know, you know what I mean? And they don't get spoken to like that as much as I think females are. But that's, you know, that's how the fucking world is, people. And you wonder why we're fucking a little salty. You know? So yeah. That is interesting. I have talked to male doms about, oh my God, I had a sub, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, wow. They just don't get it. Every now and then they might get a chick that fucking just has some weird mental breakdown in her head because she's like fallen in love with them or something like that, but or gets jealous about shit, or, you know, but most of the time they don't get like the fucking hate we get. So whatever. I'm just like, I in no way, shape, or form would want to be a male. So I would like to be a dude for like a week, so I could, like, you know, feel what it feels like to have sex as a man. Yeah. But as far as anything else goes, yeah, whatever. So I think that's it. You guys can always go to my Curious Cat. You can go to my Twitter and find my Curious Cat tweets and just click on that and ask questions. I'm always open for stuff. I've gotten a lot of the same, so that just kind of means people are not watching all the videos, which, whatever, that's fine. But if I repeat for those of you that do watch the majority of them, I apologize, because, yeah. But anywho, I have tomorrow off. Tonight I got to do a little video for my boy who is graduating tomorrow. And yeah, he gets a little special video. He does. After work, so I don't know. And he gets a special video, and guess what? He's not paying for it. No, I'm not like charging him. This is my reward to him for being such a good boy and just doing things right. Man, you know, he's a good one. He's a good one. He is. And he knows it. Although I think every now and then he might want to be naughty, so I discipline him. Or I'll just discipline him. But anywho, guys, thanks for watching. Tomorrow I get to go put the rest of the money down on my motorcycle. So I'm happy about that. And I'll do a little video before as I'm driving up there. And if I can think of anything, if I don't do videos, honestly, I'm just trying not to be repetitive in everything I talk about, because I feel like this shit's really repetitive. I don't know. You know, that saying, that you think the more you say something, the louder people will hear it. If people ain't gonna hear shit, and people, I will put it to you this way. There are some people that are very unwavering in their beliefs in life, whether it be religious, sexual, anything, you know, it is their core. And I get that. You have every right to be that way. I'm a little more, I think, open to certain stuff because I have lived such a diverse life. There's certain stuff where I'm just fucking not open to at all. But I respect people and their beliefs and so on and so forth. So, whatever. If somebody can, like, I'll have a conversation with somebody and I'll tell you, sometimes I'll be like, you know what? Yeah, I can see that. And I could change my whole outlook on something. So, anywho, some people just, it's not in them to do that. And that's okay. But I'm just going to give you a word of advice. Then just move on. Take the shit out of your life that you don't like to be in your life. And if you are not interested in this type of lifestyle and you watch my stuff and other people's stuff and you get so pissed off that you have to start, shooting out frickin' hate messages, you're doing more damage to yourself because you're getting yourself more worked up than anything else. Once I kind of realized it is going that direction, which is just within like the first sentence, I just delete it. So I don't care. I just don't care. It's more about, like, a lot of people, their mental health. You know, this is your mental health. Don't let shit affect you that much. Just don't. All right. So anywho, guys, I gotta edit this because I was talking for like 5 minutes and nobody heard me. So I gotta edit these 2 videos together, but they will be uploaded and everybody knows what to do.